Tips and tricks. This week on the show, 5 tips for Shantae, half genie hero.
Ooh, we'll chat with the developers of Truck Stars.
Yep, and we have an interview with Mixer partner Mystique.
Ooh, all this and more on this week's Tips and Tricks. Happy Tuesday, Malik.
Happy Tuesday, Ethan. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going well. It's good to see you guys. Chat already blowing up. PT, Kev,
Yes.
King Frank. Good to see you guys.
All the amazing people. Uncool Kev, by the way, if you want to make a jacket. I'm kind of jealous of Ethan, so, I'll take one of those as well. But welcome to the #1 show on Mixer. That's Tips and Tricks. I am Malik Prince.
And I am Ethan Rothamel.
And this is the show that helps get the most out of your gaming experience.
That's right. We'll give you tips on the latest features and tricks on tackling the newest games.
No matter where you play.
You are going to throw your arm out one of these days. Like, the older you get, it's just going to fly right out of its socket.
I'm still going to do the show, even if that
really?
happens. Yep.
I hope you do. I want to see you come back after with missing one arm.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
It's our 51st show.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys got a chance to check out the VOD, but last week was our 50th episode. We passed 8,000 followers last week, just barely. It was like 8,014 or something.
Oh,
Since
my God,
then,
you're right.
We've gotten almost 300 followers. So huge thank you to everyone in chat who's followed, for stopping by in chat. I want to see you guys go crazy all throughout the show. If you have questions, put them in chat. We may answer them because this show is live.
It is live. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, I gave you a high five. Probably bad idea. So you might.
Thank you. He's sick. He's sick, guys.
I'm not really sick. I'm just kind of sick. You know that little sick where you're not quite sure? I don't know. So
if I get sick before E3 because of you, I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm scared of confrontation. I'm literally going to do nothing. I'm just going to go on with my life.
We're just going to be passive against each other.
Exactly. Really but if you did tune into that episode, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us on our first 50 episodes. Yeah. It was crazy. It's been an amazing journey, and it was really fun to watch Bill and Stein eat those pies.
Absolutely. That was awesome. The 50 episode retrospective that Tabs put together. Good job, Tabs.
Tabs. That was great.
That was good. I should always remember not to compliment Taps. Jeez, I always forget.
It's too much for his ego.
Yeah. Yep. But then also, I went back and I watched a few of our episodes from way back in the day, and it's just so much. Our show is so much better than it used to be. I remember that the first episode, we kind of flew through the show.
Yeah, I was also terrified. Are you talking about the first one with you and I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the first few were rough, but then we got into it, and now this is the best show on Mixer. So shout out to everybody for being supportive and loving us. So anyway, hopefully you got a chance to play the Mixer interactive game Truck Stars here on our channel before the show.
Now, as we did have some issues, so we apologize for that. The way we run video and feeds through here, where there's a lot of capture devices, so there was a little bit more latency than we anticipated, and we're sorry. But as a special treat, we have the developers from the team behind Truck Stars on the line. Please welcome Very, Very Spaceship.
What?
Can you hear us, gentlemen? Hello.
Hello.
Whoa, I hear cars. I hear cars.
How's it going? Cars are on the screen. Look at that.
Okay.
This is the game that.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him?
I did not.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Tips and tricks.
He sounds like a robot, and it sounds, frankly, awesome. But I don't think that's the right thing.
Robots are pretty awesome.
Yeah, they sound great. It sounds like he's driving in the truck in Truck Stars.
VR confirmed for the game.
And Max, can you take a look at that? I don't know what's going on there.
But while we wait.
In the voice. While we wait, you can see the game on screen right now. It's been pretty successful so far.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we talk to them about it, but it's been pretty cool to see these games pop up between this and mini golf,
and
where
that's the
people
thing,
can
right?
just jump in and play. Yeah.
Mixplay it's called Mixplay Interactive on Mixer. It's
Yeah.
now gone to a whole new level where games are you're going to be able to control games from the screen, literally not just the controls under the screen, but the actual screen. You're going to be able to play games and do a whole creators are going to be able to put a whole bunch of cool interactive things on screen. And this is an example of games that are going to be made for Mixer. So it's really exciting to see.
And this one's cool because it leverages your mouse and keyboard. So anybody that's just sitting at their computer can jump on and play. It's pretty great.
And it's a party game. And when we have party games, I get competitive. I just want to crush everybody like insects.
That's pretty scary. Just a lot of.
I'm just kidding.
What games do you play where you get that competitive? I can't think of a single time.
So the only games that I'm good at, and those are very few. Probably I can count them on less than one hand.
Yeah.
It was Halo.
Okay.
PUBG I get competitive at, but I'm still obviously very terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about Truck Stars.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what you think. All right, so we still have you on the horn. We heard this is a new name for your company. How did you guys choose Very, Very Spaceship?
It came from outer space. Do you like it?
Whoa.
Do you like it?
That I am That's
What's
interesting.
up, gentlemen?
It sounds so good.
What's up? What's up, gentlemen and Mixer community? This is so awesome.
It sounds so good. It sounds like you're actually from space. Now, in your sweet voice, could you tell us what Truck Stars is for the people that may not know?
Truck Stars is a 4-player truck basher that you can play right here live on Mixer on the VV Spaceship channel.
This is great.
This is so good.
Xbox, desktop, and soon to be mobile.
It's going to come out on mobile, all right?
Nice.
That's going to be nice.
That's where you really get
nice.
into
Yeah.
mobile. Yeah. So, so what was it like building a game that utilizes Mixer interactivity? I'm sure that's a really cool hook for a game. What was that like?
Mixer takes it to the next level. It's the future of entertainment.
Mixer is the future of entertainment. That should
That
go on
voice-
marketing material.
Yeah, that voice is, and it should be said in this voice specifically. Yeah.
Ooh, if I would have known I could have gotten a job singing, accolades for a game, I would have done it a long time ago.
Yeah.
You all are ahead of the curve. So specifically, obviously, Mixer, you said is the future, but part of that is because of FTL and low latency. How did you guys take that into consideration, or what parts did you take into consideration when developing the game?
Faster than light technology allows us to do direct control in game. Players can jump on and play directly from their Xbox controllers and control trucks in the game at the speed of light. In fact, faster than the speed of light. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
I feel like he's just about to sing the intro of his song before the music just comes in, and we're all just like,
Drops,
yeah!
the lights start
so good.
strobing.
Oh, it's
Wait for the
perfect.
drop.
Wait for it.
the
I'll wait
drop.
for it forever with this voice.
Sorry, all you headphone listeners.
Yeah, we appreciate that. I think FTL obviously opens up a lot for developers to really bring in real interaction to what was otherwise a pretty delayed experience just overall.
Yeah.
And so one, thank you for using it and really leveraging it to make something truly awesome. Like, it's so cool to see people liking this game.
That's right.
Do you have more interactive ideas you guys are toying with?
We do indeed. This is just the beginning. We're beaming down new experiments all the time.
Nice.
Stay tuned to the VV Spaceship channel.
All right.
Stay
Did I
tuned.
mention the VV Spaceship channel? Check it out.
Check it out. This is awesome. So obviously we're seeing the game on the screen here, and this shows tips and tricks. So obviously a lot of people are going to go and play the game.
Yeah.
What are some tips that you can give for being the best? Because I want to be the best always, and I want to make sure that it comes directly from the creators. What do I need to know going into this game?
In Truck Stars, the most important thing is to have the crown as much as possible and keep it away from everyone else. There are several power-ups to help you do that. The bomb, the mushroom, and the lightning bolt. The bomb pushes players away from you. The mushroom makes you gigantic. And the lightning bolt makes you super fast enough to blow up other trucks and get away fast.
Sounds good. It sounds like it was a bit inspired by a few other games, I'm assuming. Is that, did you take inspiration from other games when developing it?
We get many signals here in space. Absolutely. Super Off-Road is amazing. RC Pro-Am. Definitely a favorite.
Nice. It's good to know. That's nice. It's
Yeah.
good to know you guys get all these other games in space like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they can even connect.
Yeah.
The
Wi-Fi must be amazing.
Yeah, I'm
in,
impressed.
Space.
I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah. So we have a show here, Tips and Tricks, where we kind of just goof off all the time. If you could add one interactive feature to our show, a show where we goof off, give the news, and interview people, what would you add to our show?
Oh my God.
It's a tough question.
When the show is going south, ejection into the sun.
To be fair,
Okay.
that would happen all the time.
Yeah, that would be every episode.
That would be literally
be dead.
every episode. Yeah, there would be no tips and tricks, but that would be actually pretty cool. I love
good to
that,
know.
by the way. That was an off-the-wall question. You had the perfect answer.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we had if we were able to modulate our voices with the push of a button from chat. So at any point we could turn into make our voices sound like this or like I don't know anything.
I feel like we should be able to do that. We need to get a voice changer somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll look into it.
This is my natural voice. You would need genetic modifications to get here.
Oh, that's a
God,
good
it's got to be
point.
expensive. We got to check our budget.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I'm
got to
sure
be
we
expensive.
we can get rid of tabs, right?
We can. Yeah.
Mixer has the money.
Mixer has the money.
Mixer has the money. That's right.
Cash lever. Yeah.
That's right. Microsoft is in fact not strapped for cash. So yeah, we just pull and get from the vault. Now, obviously, there's this one game mode. Do you have any plans for future game modes within this game?
The players have given us some fantastic ideas. We don't have anything to announce at the moment, but check out that VV Spaceship channel. Did I mention the VV Spaceship channel on Mixer?
There you go. That is mixer.com/VVSpaceship. I dropped the link earlier, and you can see it there at the bottom of the screen. I guess it's great to know that the third member of Daft Punk found a job after they let him go.
Nice.
I gotta say, it's pretty nice. I'm just glad you're still working.
That's right, and working on something super fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate your time. Oh, we have a poll.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Oh,
We love you too.
Oh,
Is the poll up, Scott?
no one's ever told me they loved me. Wow, that's
What?
fantastic.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Ooh, we gotta
Not
work
even my
on some
parents.
stuff.
I guess
This is getting deep.
this is getting very deep.
Yeah, we're getting off the rails here.
What was the poll?
Yeah, I don't see the poll in here, Scott. Tell me what's. Oh, there it is. Oh, they're looking to add a truck, guys.
Okay, perfect. All right.
We do not influence this decision.
No, yeah, we
Do
have
not
a tendency to influence.
We do.
We're gonna let the chat decide. So you have A, B, or C. Pick.
They're all
your choice.
pretty sick. They're all pretty sick. I have one that I definitely like more than the others,
Yeah,
though.
I'm gonna vote. Ooh, these are all very good, by the way.
You guys can actually vote. You don't have to put the letters in chat, but
Yeah.
that's all right. You're learning. We'll figure it out. What? Oh,
Here
it
you
looks
go.
like it's done.
Is it done?
It's done, and it looks like with 41%, A has won.
That's not the one
A.
I wanted. Darn.
That's all right. It's a great one, though. Look at that.
It is great. It is
This
great. What
looks
is it?
mean.
Is it like a farm thing on wheels or something? Like
It's
like
a truck.
tractor?
It's a truck.
No, obviously it's a truck. The game's
Alright.
called Truck Stars, Ethan.
Okay.
Call me an idiot.
Fair enough. Oh God. Sweet. So does that mean it's getting added? Did we just?
Did we do that?
Well, we didn't.
Well,
the
okay.
community did. We've
Yes.
decided. Yes.
We'll be adding that truck very soon. Thank you so much, Mixer community, for all your help.
Woo.
That is so awesome.
Mixer.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
one of the coolest things we've. I mean, this show is fantastic. It's number one for a reason. Our chat just added something to a game.
Yeah. So check it out. Once again, guys, that's pretty rad. Check it out. Mixer.com/VVSpaceship. Thank you for taking us to the stars with this interview.
Yes.
That is by far the best interview.
Yeah, this is so
the most fun. Oh God.
Thanks for beaming us in just for this.
Thank
So
you.
we're just
Just
happy.
for this.
Oh my God.
See you in outer space one day, maybe.
I love it so much. I
you
cannot
go.
get over the voice. It sounds so good. Yes, once again, that was very, very Spaceship. They work on Truck Stars. Really fun, mixed interactive game. And now you help put a truck in the game.
You did. You
Yeah.
did. So give yourselves a round of applause if you can.
Yeah, if you can, if you're able.
If you can't,
That's
fine
right,
too.
mentally. Yeah, that's really cool of them. And honestly, it's a super fun game, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. Like, we've seen mini golf, we've seen Truck Stars.
Yeah.
This new mixed play interactive that we're seeing is it's like it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot all week.
Stepping
I'm
up
really
the
excited
game.
to see like what comes over the course of this next year.
should make a
I really
game.
do. You and I?
Yeah, hosting simulator.
Well, it's called Joe. It's called Forrest. See if he'll make it with us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's give him a call. I love
All
it.
right.
I love it.
So let us jump into the news, Ethan.
All right.
What do you say?
Let's do it.
And it turns out the free games with gold for Xbox were announced today.
What?
All right. So from June 1st to the 30th, you will be able to pick up Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia. That was not a very good accent.
That's
Usually $10. You'll get it for free.
Boom.
Now, you have Smite. This is not technically a game because the game is free to play.
Yeah.
However, from the 16th of June to July 15th, you will be able to pick up the add-on Battleground of the Gods, which is usually $100
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
That's going to give you a bunch of heroes, if they call them heroes. I don't know what they call them, but you're going to be able to get a bunch of stuff for free.
Yeah, a bunch of. You can call them heroes. That's fine.
Here, look at
It's a lot of content for free for gold members, like $99. That is not McDonald's money,
Yeah, it
my
is.
friend.
Yeah, it is.
What can you buy at McDonald's for $100?
That doesn't make sense. You can buy lots of stuff. Anyway, Ethan.
Moving on.
Now, for the 360 side, of course, again, anytime you see 360 games with gold, which is every single month, they are playable on Xbox One.
They are.
Yes, and next month, June 1st to the 15th, you'll be able to pick up Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. It's transformed.
New and improved.
New and improved. This is like a kart racing game? Am I
I honestly have no idea.
Oh, shout out to Sonic. Seen better days, but he's still legend. He's still legend.
Well, this game's old, man. It's not like this is the newest hot Sonic title.
Yeah,
it's a great game, Scott says.
Scott says it's a great game.
Tab says it's amazing too.
What do you think, chat? Is it a great game? Let us know. All right. And
great racing. See, a lot of people in chat know this game. It's just us that don't.
You're still laughing, Aussie Michael? Are you laughing at me? Or laughing with me? I don't know. Anyway, June 16th to the 30th, you're going to be able to pick up Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues.
Yep.
Is that the subtitle? The Adventure Continues?
The Adventure Continues, yeah.
Oof, that's a rough subtitle.
Yeah, especially if it goes into detail about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. What was it?
Never seen an Indiana Jones movie.
Well, don't start with that one. Let me give you some advice. In fact, watch the first 3 and then no more.
No more. All right,
Moving
so there
on.
you go. Games of Gold, pick them up. You'll be able to hold on to the Xbox One Games of Gold as long as you have an active Xbox Live subscription. But for the Xbox 360 games, you just redeem them, and even if you let your subscription lapse, you get to keep them.
I actually didn't know that. Is that true? Is that true on all 360 games in the Game Pass?
No, on Games of Gold, yes.
I'm sorry, Games of Gold, yes.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. It's just an inner workings thing of how the system works.
Awesome. I did not know the 360
Yeah,
ones.
you learn something new every day.
I
Tips
did.
and
I'm
tricks.
so happy. I need to download all the 360 ones.
There you go. All right, so let's move on. Game Pass games coming in June.
Coming in June.
Yeah, you want to take this one away?
Yeah, a couple good ones. Next up here, you see front and center. That is Mixer Interactive, people. We played that on the show 2 weeks ago.
A few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, we had them on. Like it was a lot of fun. Definitely goofy, and it's a great game to play with your community. But it is not easy.
Yeah, not easy at all.
But also, we're not great at certain games.
I mean, for me, I'm not great at many games. But yes, I get you. You're gonna need your patience with you when you play this game.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, we also have the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, Wasteland 2 Director's Cut, which is a very depressing game, just a heads up.
Okay.
And Disneyland Adventures. Aw.
You mean to tell me this game at the bottom middle is depressing? You're right. No, of course.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's absolutely, exactly. Just bring it some tissue paper, Just be ready for that. Just be ready for that
there you
experience, that commitment.
So yeah, Game Pass again for one low monthly price, $9.99 in the U.S. Depending on where you are, it may be different numbers in that price. But you get to get over 100 games, play them. You download them straight to your console. This is not one of those systems where you're streaming the game. You're downloading them. They're on your hard drive, and you play it as long as you have an Xbox Game Pass.
Boom.
Subscription.
Yeah.
So it's a great service.
It is a great service.
One of my favorite things.
Especially because State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves are both part of it, which again, Sea of Thieves Hungering Deep came out today. We're going to be playing it after the show. We're going to be checking that out, so make sure you stick around for that. We're checking out Hungering Deep, dude. I got to see what's new. I got to see what's new.
Swim.
I got to put on my hat.
I don't know how to swim.
That's fine. You can sit on the boat. We'll tie you up.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
It's going to be all right.
Perfect.
And
I'm
also
excited.
State of Decay, which is basically if cocaine was a video game. It is so addicting. Oh my God.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
Mega Man 11 just got a release date of October 2nd. Now, Mega Man 11 keeps its traditional side-scrolling roots. There's a new double gear system, and it's coming to the Nintendo Switch, the Sony PlayStation 4, the Microsoft Xbox One, and the Microsoft Personal Computer.
I think it's coming on all personal computers, but that's a good call.
Fair. Fine. So yeah, you'll be able to play Mega Man, of course, a legend. I interviewed Mega Man at E3 last year.
The Mega Man?
The Mega Man.
What?
Now, it was a statue. It may or may not have been a statue. I'm not sure because he didn't actually say anything, so he might just...
So it wasn't really an interview. It was more of a... It was a pestering.
I choose to believe that I'm going to put it on my resume that I interviewed Mega Man.
Okay.
So that's what happened. But yes, Mega Man's a legend. I'm not a big platformer. I know you're not a big platform player. No. But again, this is Mega Man.
It's Mega Man. Like, I grew up on Mega Man 2. As well, not Mega Man 2, but Mega Man as well.
Sure.
Played a lot back in the day when I was a child, and eventually I got fed up with platformers because I'm so bad at them that I switched off
too much precision required.
But
I'm not good.
I will say it's always nice to see a classic come back. Like, always.
Yeah.
It's always a good feeling.
Yeah, Sonic.
Just like, exactly.
I hate to bring it back to Sonic, but come on. Sega, you got it. Anyway, Sea of Thieves, Hunger and Deep. We mentioned this earlier. It's out today. And it's permanently adding fearsome threats, items, and cosmetics.
That is absolutely true. Now, there is a limited time campaign running for the next 2 weeks, so you definitely want to jump on that if you have the ability. The campaign promises an unforgettable time. But look at that.
Picture.
Look at that screenshot.
That is shark, and this is Megalodon. Is that what people are calling this?
Yeah. You assume it's the Megalodon, which is a prehistoric shark.
Okay.
Huge. absolutely huge. They actually have a jaw at the Smithsonian in New York City.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's too
pretty
bad I don't
nice.
go to museums.
You don't?
Too boring. No, too boring.
There's a museum in natural history, actually. I don't know if that's technically Smithsonian. Anyway.
Tara just booed me for saying museums are boring.
Museums rule.
Okay.
Oh, they're so cool. I actually do love museums.
Okay.
But yes, I'm really excited for this. I'm excited that it has a timed, like, it's kind of a bummer that it's timed, but they probably have good reason because they have more content coming out. But it's nice to have a campaign. Like, we're getting a real campaign. There's a new character that you get to talk to. You saw him in the trailer. He's got 2 peg legs and a hook arm. So he's seen better days.
He's seen some better days.
But I want to hear that guy's story.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I actually don't mind that it's timed. I feel like, one, it's an incentive to get people back to playing the game. So if you really want to experience this, you got to get back into it. And, it's kind of like life. You don't get opportunities forever. You got to take them when you can. And I'm going deep. You got to take the opportunities when you can. And so...
Hungry deep.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
Good job.
Thank you, Ethan. I
I'm
appreciate
more
that.
impressed that you didn't catch that.
Yeah, I never do.
So moving on. Before we move on, actually, just one quick thing. Really excited. I hope it brings a lot of people back. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Another ship
Titanic.
hunt. But excited to see what the next expansion brings as well, especially if this one, I've been watching a lot of gameplay of it today, and it looks a little bit more promising. People are concerned about content and all that stuff, and I think this is the first big step to start to remedy that 100%. Concern.
Well, it's not even remedying. Again, this was the plan from the beginning. The content was always coming. They just wanted to give you a base game to get you, for you to cut your teeth.
Absolutely.
And then what?
Teeth. Megalodon. Wow,
Ethan,
there's so many.
You're great, man.
I'm just catching them all.
You're making me feel good. Catching them all. Magic carp. All right, now we're stretching.
Switching to Pokemon at this point.
Anyway, all right, let's move on. PlayStation announced the return of their Days of Play sale. They did this last year in anticipation for E3, selling limited edition gold PS4s. This year, sales includes a PlayStation VR bundle for $200.
$200. Wow. They also have a jet black PS4 Pro for $350. It's a limited edition. Oh, and they also have a limited edition PS4 for $299. Yeah, so this starts June 8th.
Yeah.
June 8th, so next week, right? Is that next week? Next Friday?
Yeah.
Next Friday?
Oh, my God. E3 is coming up so quickly.
Oh, my God. Don't talk about it right now. Accompanied by 11 days worth of deals. We got to keep that word out of here right now. All right?
It's not really a word, but okay. I get it. So here's the PlayStation 4, the limited edition. This is a PS4 basic, so it's not the Pro, but it's still really cool if you're a PlayStation 4 console collector. This may be for you.
I need to upgrade. I still have the regular PS4, and it's just not cutting it anymore.
Really?
I want to play Horizon and God of War with the nicer graphics, even Destiny, So
yeah, no, for sure. Does it sound like a spaceship about to take off when you turn it on?
It does, yeah. Yeah, when I run certain games, it's so loud that my wife can hear it in the other room.
Yeah,
Did my voice just crack?
Yeah,
oh, God.
Ethan, you're going through puberty.
Finally, you guys.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
All right, awesome. So that is the news. Is there anything else happening? Battlefield 5, we didn't talk about it because it hadn't been unveiled by.
Battlefield 5 was announced.
That is exciting. Real quick, that is super. I'm super pumped for it. That's going to be the game that I play forever for the rest of my life.
You think so? You think that's going to be it? I hope it's good, man. I'm really hopeful, man. I think they do a good job with audio and level, and I think the internet, was really upset about everything, and I don't agree. I don't necessarily agree.
The internet, turns out they get upset by things. But, I mean, to look at the positive, I think Battlefield and DICE, or EA and DICE have always done a fantastic job with the visuals and the audio of the game. And
most definitely.
I'm sure it's destined to be like an amazing experience, and I'm super excited. And they mentioned they're bringing back the war stories, which was one of my favorite parts of Battlefield 1.
And people don't talk about it.
I know. It's so good. Yeah. It's so good. So if you haven't played that, Battlefield 1, I believe, is in EA Access. So pick it up, try the war stories, get ready for Battlefield 5 coming later this year. There you go. All right, Nathaniel, that's how you're...
Oh, my God. Now, you may have heard something else been happening today. Bethesda tweeted this morning with just this logo. Obviously, people, if you're a nerd at all, then you know that that's obviously a Fallout reference, and we don't really know what yet. Now, they are live right now over at twitch.tv/Bethesda, but they're not doing anything other than weird random moments. Like Pete Hines came on and took a drink of Quantum.
And there's
a
bobblehead on.
Exactly, and they're just doing weird stuff, but nothing's really, as of right now, as far as I know before I stepped into the studio, they could, nothing's been teased.
Now, you're a resident.
Really.
You're a resident. I'm sure there are many actually Bethesda fans, but what are you hoping it is? I've heard a lot of rumors.
They could be trolling.
Some people say, I don't think they would. That would be so bad.
I think we're going to be let down. The way that they release games has always been an Elder Scrolls and a Fallout. And Elder Scrolls, for the most part.
Sure.
Elder Scrolls Fallout, Elder Scrolls Fallout. So obviously it's not time for another Fallout game. So what I think this is Fallout 4 coming to the Switch? Are they going to remaster one of the old ones, like 3 or New Vegas, which I hope, because 3 and New Vegas are great. Anniversary, maybe it's a pack. You know, maybe it's something revolving around those. Because there's one thing Bethesda does really well, and it's re-releasing a video game.
Yeah, Skyrim is on literally everything. I'm pretty sure it's on my TI-84 calculator.
Yeah, it's on my Nokia, my Cricket phone. Yeah.
Yeah, chat seems to think that it's going to be Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout 5. Somebody says Fallout
I don't
5.
think it's going to be 5.
Yeah,
I would
really
love for it
close.
to be Fallout 5. But I don't think it's going to be. It'd be cool if it, like Black Suit Sora says, like, it'd be cool because with New Vegas, it was a different company that made it. They did a great job. It'd be cool if they handed it off to make another, like, one-off.
Yeah, like,
right?
New Orleans would be fantastic.
It's not Obsidian, though. Yeah. And Obsidian made New Vegas, so it'd be interesting to see who would be making it.
They're working on the game anyway, Obsidian, I believe.
Right. So, yeah. So, there's just pure speculation. I hope something happens today on that stream, because if not, people are going to be pissed.
I think they're gonna draw it out until E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. It's just Fallout Shelter 2.
We'll talk about this.
God.
All right.
That'd be so funny.
So that's that. Keep an eye on Bethesda's social media for updates, or just watch the stream and just hope that something interesting happens.
Yeah. If anytime Pete Hines comes on, I'm interested.
Oh, yeah. He's a very funny guy.
He's a dream.
Yeah, he's a dream, in fact.
So, Malik, moving on. If you could have any wish you wanted, what would you wish for? And if you say 1,000 wishes, I'm going to kick you in the back.
Ouch. That's the best you could come up with.
Well,
Ethan?
it's the best I could come with that's appropriate.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what? Let me think about that. I got it. Halo 6. Oh. Halo 6 Malik, by the way.
Yeah. We've been waiting pretty hard for that game, and I hope we're going to get some news on the Malik edition pretty soon.
I mean, you know.
You're in luck.
Why is that, Ethan? I love this. This is the best part of our show every single week, where we just don't know what's in the teleprompter, so we read it like we're acting or something.
like we're trained actors. Anyway, our next segment does feature a genie, so you might just get your wish. I doubt it, though. Slight problem, though. She's only half a genie.
Half genie? So I only get Halo 3?
Yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, here's 5 tips for Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition.
Shantae Half Genie Hero is a side-scrolling action-adventure platformer developed by WayForward. This last month, we were graced with the Ultimate Edition of Half Genie Hero and thought some of you out there might like a refresher on how things work in Scuttletown. Or, if this is your first Shantae experience and are feeling a little stuck, we got some tips that will get you whipping through baddies in no time. Tip number 1, search every nook and cranny. Shantae's levels are extremely vast and almost have a Metroidvania feel to them. To those unfamiliar, Metroidvania, a combination of Metroid and Castlevania, refers to action games with large interconnecting worlds a player can explore, but are limited by doors and other obstacles until certain items and abilities are obtained to advance. Shantae's worlds are not interconnected, but each level has that Metroidvania feel with its many branching paths and secret areas. There's so many places to explore off the beaten path, so make sure to check something out if you see anything out of the ordinary. You just might find a heart holder or a transformation ability. However, you will sometimes need an ability to get to a particular area, which leads us to our next tip. Tip number 2, don't get hung up. It can be rough being so tantalizingly close to that shiny chest but not be able to get there. It's okay. You'll be able to get there eventually, so just try to ignore your OCD tendencies and move on. If you're not sure how to proceed, you probably don't have the needed ability yet. You'll have to revisit levels for story requirements anyway, so just make a note of it and move on. Tip number 3, revisiting levels. Although there are story requirements that make you revisit levels, make sure that you take it upon yourself to revisit levels as well. There are lots of items and collectibles to get in each stage. Plus, the levels change after going through them for the first time, with different enemies and slight changes in design, making your return feel fresh. Also, make sure you revisit a level if you've obtained a new ability. You'll most likely be able to use it somewhere to get a shiny new item. Tip number 4, use your magic. One cool thing about Half Genie Hero is how many tools you have at your disposal. Shantae can use her dancing skills to use powers and transform into animals, and those animals have their own abilities as well, so it can be easy to forget you have a magic meter too. You can purchase abilities that consume magic at the store or in the levels. Don't forget to do this early on as you don't have anything by default. We recommend starting out with a fireball. It's not too expensive and it's nice to have a ranged projectile. Which, speaking of upgrades, tip number 5, the best upgrades. Shantae has a lot of options in the upgrade department, so it can be a little daunting to pick out the best ones. But don't worry, that's why we're here. After getting the fireball, we would recommend applying some silky cream to those locks to make hair whipping faster. It may be tempting to go for damage upgrades first, but trust us, it's all about that DPS. Next, we think you should get the backdash ability, which is a simple upgrade that makes Shantae, well, dash backwards. It's great for spacing, it can help you escape enemy attacks in a pinch. Also, something great to have early on is Mirror. This upgrade will unlock after purchasing the Bubble power-up. It's a long-lasting shield that reflects enemy projectiles, making some bosses a lot easier and is overall a great tool to have in your arsenal. That should be enough to get you going in the beautiful world of Shantae Half-Genie Hero. This is one that shouldn't be looked over by any fan of side-scrollers. It's a hark to the days when platformers were king, with modern quality of life improvements and exploration that doesn't feel monotonous, but satisfying. We hope these tips help you enjoy your adventure to the fullest and give you the power to defend Scuttletown once and for all.
Oh gosh! Big shout out to Andy from the Mix of Blue show who did that one. A lot of people asked in the VO like, "Who the hell is this guy?" That was Andy. It was his first one.
Great. Yeah, that was good. Good for him. I watched it. It aired on their show last week, and so yeah, he did a great job. They're so much better than us, honestly.
Why?
I'm just kidding. I just want
too hard on yourself.
I'm trying to make them feel good. About
they do a great job.
How you said doo-doo?
You both said that at the same time. Children. You're both children. All right, so
it's warm in here, by the way. I'm sorry.
You have a jacket on. Take it off.
I know it's kind of cold outside.
In any case, we have a very special next segment that we do every week. Just about.
It's so special. We do it every single week.
It is. But this time we're going to be using Skype magic to connect with Mr. Mixer partner Mystique. Mystique, are you there? Yes.
Yes. Everyone give it up for Mystique.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh,
thank you so much for coming on the show, one. And two, I'm very sorry that I said Mr. before Mixer.
It is Mr.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
All right.
Oh, God.
How are you, Mystique? How's it going?
I'm great. It's going good. How are you guys?
Been better. It's a little warm in here if you really want to know.
Take off your jacket.
I'm just kidding. I'm fine.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, your jacket.
That's all I'm saying.
Fine.
I'm airing out here in this Hawaiian tee.
Just kidding. No, I'm putting it back on. Before we jump in, Mystique, tell us who you are. Give the viewers a little insight as to who Mystique is.
Ooh.
That's a tough one. Well, I am Mystique. I like to play a lot of shooters.
That's good to know.
My chat is awesome. They're awesome. Not my chat, like they're awesome. Everyone in my chat is awesome. The regulars, I love them. I don't know.
I mean,
I said a question about me would be tough.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about yourself. I get it.
It's weird to talk about yourself. I will say, like, one, you play almost all shooters, and you have a really like chill chat overall. Like, it's pretty relaxed, and like as someone who watches you quite often, I love that because like after a stressful day at work, it's nice to just sit. Like, everyone's so nice, which is really, it's
I
just
get
nice.
that a lot. That when they finish work and stuff, that they're glad to come into my stream because it's like good vibes.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
most
That's
definitely.
awesome.
Most
now,
definitely.
now, I like to ask people who say that shooters are their favorite genre. What is your favorite shooter of all time? Because there's so many to choose from.
Ooh.
I'm very interested to hear what your answer is on this one.
I think it's Modern Warfare 2. That one.
What was that?
Modern Warfare 2. Is what she said.
Modern Warfare 2.
You responded
Interesting.
very fast, by the way. Like, that's
Yeah,
it never.
I get that one a lot, so I knew that one.
No, okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
What
Good
is
to
it
know.
about Modern Warfare 2 over like the original Modern Warfare? Or like, what is it about that game specifically?
I don't know. Well, I liked the first one a lot, and then the second one. Those two are like, I don't know which one to choose from.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
tough.
yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's a good choice.
I was really good at it. I think that's why it's my all-time favorite. That was the best game I've ever been.
Like
Really
a
good
player.
at
Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why
good.
Halo 5 is my favorite game. It's the only game I can play. I'm not good at anything else.
I will say, like, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1 for me was the storyline was better, and Modern Warfare 2, the gameplay was better.
Yeah,
like, it was
they refined it.
it was like tighter. Everything was tighter. So I totally get where you're coming from. Yeah.
So what about now? What are you playing right now?
A lot of PUBG and Fortnite. I'm getting into that. I just can't get into the building, so I'm trying.
That's the biggest hurdle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still hide like behind trees when I could just build a wall.
Same.
Yeah, but those trees are stealthy. Like, when you hide behind a tree, no one will see you there. Like, if you build a wall,
no
everyone
one
knows
knows
you're
there's
there.
a structure hiding.
Yeah.
Because
Except
if
there's
they
a structure
come-
over there. I know someone's in there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true. Unless they come from behind you. We did an LFG a few weeks ago where I was hiding behind a tree and I just got shotgunned in my back.
Well, you gotta look around. I mean, you gotta be.
The funny part of that clip is literally I looked around. I looked and I turned back around and I got killed.
I gotta go back and watch that.
It
I
is
don't
a
remember
hilarious
that.
clip.
That's super funny. So you're someone, you've been playing PUBG for a long time, but you're just recently getting into Fortnite. And obviously there's a lot of people that are like taking one side with both of those games, but you're definitely someone that seems like you really like both of them. Is that like, how does your community feel when you switch back and forth like that? Are they kind of in the same boat? They kind of like both?
I think they do it on purpose, like, ew, Fortnite, or ew, PUBG. When are you getting on the other one? But they do it on purpose. They have fun. They're like, it's fun watching any.
Yeah, regardless.
Yeah,
VR games are super entertaining.
Exactly, that's right. I think the premise, of course, is what people love, and both games have basically the same premise, even though they have different styles. And so, I'm sure people love either one, and I think it's pretty smart going back between the two, so you can get both fans and you cater to both audiences.
I will also say PT's in chat, and she's like, we watch for her, not always the games with a heart.
PT.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. So what have you learned from streaming on Mixer? What are some things that you've been able to pick up as a streamer?
There's a lot of awesome people out there. I never like really watched any streams. I used to just play Xbox, be stuck in my room, use my computer only for projects and stuff, so I didn't know how streaming really was till I saw Beam on Xbox appear there, and I was like, streaming, what? And then, I don't know, I started meeting awesome people, and they're what keep me coming back to streaming every day.
Yeah.
That's an interesting perspective, because as someone who just plays by themselves and then for them to jump into the world of streaming, I imagine that's like a huge jump. What kind of initiated that jump? Obviously going in the chat and seeing all these awesome people, but was that difficult for you to change from streaming by yourself to going in front of an audience?
I started like with no camera at all, because I'm like super shy to be. And then I don't know, one day I just put the camera on to be more like face to face. Well, camera, whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
I'm not social like in real life, so I'm like, maybe I could be social with the chat thing. Yeah. And that helped. And I'm using my arms too much.
No, I do the same thing.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I do the same thing, but I think that's a great point. I think having it as a stepping stone, so you start streaming, you maybe don't stream with the camera or without a mic, and then you slowly, as you get more comfortable, you kind of, that's a good tip. I like that. I like that.
It is.
So who are you watching on Mixer right now? Anybody you're watching that you really love that you want to give a shout out to?
Like, I want to name so much, I don't want to miss someone.
I know how that feels.
Coder, the game guru, love him. Re-up, love him.
Uh-huh.
I love a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, those I usually play PUBG with them. So PT, you cool girl.
There you go.
PT is
Uncle
great.
Kev, I saw him in chat earlier. I couldn't watch you guys because I'm like, no, this is making me more nervous. I'm gonna take this off.
Fair enough.
I would do the same. I honestly, when I do anything outside of this, I get super nervous. So I can totally relate to that.
Yeah.
And also, like, I think it's cool that the community is what brought you into streaming. Like, I think that's awesome that, like, you can have all the features in the world and, like, you can promote all this stuff, but at the end of the day, like, what makes Mixer rad is the people. That's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It is
a very unique thing.
Very unique. But now, unfortunately, Mystique, it's time for the toughest part of the show, so I hope you're prepared. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to scare you. So here you go. If you could invite any 3 video game characters to dinner at your house, who would they be and why?
Why?
Well, the first one that comes to mind is Lara Croft, because she's awesome, and I would try to convince her to, like, train me to be a bad boy like her.
Nice.
And soap. Because
yeah,
McTavish. Yeah, not a bar of soap, Malik.
No, I know, for Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
For Call of Duty. I'm out of here.
And let's pretend the third one never happened, because that's where,
Okay. You don't know? You don't have anyone else?
He dies.
And
then Pikachu.
Oh, I see.
And Pikachu.
I guess Pikachu would be like an animated, just so I could stare at him, because
super fun.
Not much conversation there.
I got a question. Are you afraid of Pikachu just shocking everybody and just like
burning your house down?
Yeah, just like,
maybe if, like, I don't know, as
Make it a
long as
picnic.
nothing like surprises him. Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep it calm, relaxed.
Okay.
Keep the dog outside.
That's a good. I don't know what you would feed. I don't know. Pikachu eats tiny little things with.
Yeah, Pokemon have food. There's like a special food they eat.
That's fair.
Yeah, you just gotta ask Brock. He's like makes all that stuff.
Brock
from
man.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Is this too deep? Am I too deep into the?
No, Brock was the man.
Yeah.
Brock was the man. But no, Lara Croft has been the most answered person. It's very interesting. Cool. So this has been fantastic. I just have one more question because the name is obviously a mystery. It's Mystique. So I want to know how you got to that name because I'm very interested.
You know, I have no idea. I know I was in middle school and I started playing RuneScape, and I don't know how Mystique. I guess the X-Men.
Yeah.
I liked her name. And I just kept it on ever since. I've been playing that game and kept it everywhere.
Yeah. No, I can relate.
Yeah.
That's actually honestly really cool. I think a lot of gamer tags come out of that of just like, well, I'm in 7th grade or 6th grade and this name is cool. So I picked Giggle Cream.
And then, well, to be fair, everyone seems to love Giggle Cream. So I think you picked wisely.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
That's actually what the ad in the game said when
really?
everybody likes it. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I'm smart.
You are.
Thank you.
Mystique, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I think a lot of people who come on the show get a little nervous at first, but clearly, as you can see by our professionalism, you had nothing to be worried about.
Really.
Yeah.
So where and when can people watch your streams, Mystique?
I say 8 p.m. Eastern, like every day. I don't have a day off yet because it's whenever I'm craving wings. So that's when I'm like, okay, this day's gonna be off. And then, so yeah, it's usually like 9 p.m. Eastern.
Good to know.
Got it.
You say whenever you're craving wings, like chicken wings?
Oh.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm thinking about wings and I'm like, okay, tomorrow I have to go to my favorite restaurant. And I go at night when I stream, so I just come home with a food coma.
I can appreciate like I don't cancel my stream for anything but wings.
Wings specifically. I do the same exact thing. I plan my food trips out days in advance.
Do you really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my
McDonald's
God.
one day, Burger King the next day, maybe some Five Guys.
Sushi.
Really unhealthy diet.
Sushi. Yeah, I was gonna say at least she's eating something reasonably healthy. You gotta lock in a day for a vegetable. That's all I'm saying, man. If we want this show to continue past 100 episodes,
just lettuce on the burgers.
Okay.
Anyway, Mystique, thank you so much for stopping by and joining our train wreck of a show. You've been fantastic. Everybody give it up for Mystique.
Yeah, thank you, Mystique. Thank you so much. Oh, God,
awesome.
that was so awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. That was great.
There's lettuce on the buns. That was good.
Lettuce.
That was really funny.
Is that not a vegetable, y'all?
It is barely. It is
yeah,
that the
like
amount of nutrition
water.
in that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're
There's
eating
tomatoes
water.
Too. Oh, I don't like tomatoes though.
You take them off,
very
don't you?
slimy.
Yeah. Do you like
Depends.
onions?
I do like onions actually.
Okay,
Is that a vegetable?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Chat, let us know if
They
that's
grow
a vegetable.
from trees.
What? No, they
No,
don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally. That was a joke.
All right. Anyway, it's time for our top 5 lists.
It is. We're finally at this point in the show that
That's right.
Rukari loves so much.
That's right. He always talks crap about
He
it.
loves
I
it.
don't understand.
Whatever.
All right. We're gonna do top 5 paid games in the Microsoft Store. Let's do it.
Let's hit it. Number 5, Fortnite, all the way back in 5th.
What?
Whoa. Maybe they're not putting out as cool as skins this week.
Yeah. No. Maybe that is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is pretty interesting. But it's still on the list, which, still the phenomenon. It's going to make it, which is crazy. Number 4, wow, Dark Souls Remastered.
New entry, right?
Yep. Well, it's a remaster of the original, but this is a brand new game. But you're saying to the list.
New entry
yes.
to the list. Yeah.
Yeah, it came out last week on the 25th.
Oh, nice.
So last Friday.
Nice. How are you? Are you going to jump in? I know you're a Dark Souls fan.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And it's one of those things like I can't decide if I want to get it on Xbox for the chivis or if I want to get it on my Switch for like taking it on the go.
For the uninitiated, what are chivis?
Achievements.
There you go. Just in case the chat didn't know, because that is an interesting abbreviation.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, I abbreviate everything.
Yeah,
that's
he really
just something.
does.
So
My favorite is Za.
Za.
I love
Gotta
it.
give it some Za.
Love it.
Thank you.
Anyway, number 3 is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, baby, back up there. They had a free weekend. Was that last weekend, 2 weekends ago?
2 weeks ago.
And that, whenever they do that, you always see it back on our list. I feel
Yeah.
like it's been on every time after because they usually run a sale and people are getting really into it. And obviously the new operators are coming out very soon, which is going to be sick.
And there's Hype Zone.
And now,
this game.
good call out. Hype Zone Rainbow Six is now out on Mixer. So if you're streaming this, you can end up in the Hype Zone. And it's a really cool one because it does,
different.
it's different. It's totally different. It's not a BR game, so it tracks any close matches or overtime rounds.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
I might have to start practicing.
You said that about Rainbow?
Yeah.
Wow, all right.
I'm lying. I'm just joking.
I've been trying to get him to play forever, and he just won't play it.
Absolutely not going to happen. Number 2, State of Decay 2, the Ultimate Edition.
You know, not a surprise here. Also, new release. Great game, unbelievably addicting. I mean, obviously, people are a little frustrated with some of the bugs and stuff, and that's always warranted. But you know,
the thing is,
the core gameplay is so good,
and that's what it is. State of Decay 1. I mean, the people who are upset or disheartened by it, I don't know if they played the first one, but the first one was lovably, I don't want to say broken, but had bugs in it, and it's not like a high budget game, but I think what they did with this game is make it an incredibly fun gameplay loop. Like, I only got to play it for a night, and there are reasons which I won't go into on the show, but I can't play it for a while, 2 weeks. But it's not a suspension, by the way. But I'm excited. I was looking for my invite. By the way, number 1 is the regular edition of State of Decay 2. I didn't get an invite from you over the weekend. You tried to say that I was making excuses.
Don't have a response to that.
You sure don't, Ethan.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm totally sorry. Did we have plans to play? I didn't play much this weekend at all.
I was sitting by my console with my cup of tea, just waiting for it.
See, Josh pulled a muscle in his leg, and I had to help him move.
Got it. Okay.
So I didn't get to play, but it's really good. Like again, we a lot of people, even in chat, you're seeing it. A lot of people saying there's bugs in the game and stuff, and it's kind of like PUBG, where like it's a buggy game, but the core gameplay and the game loop is so fun that you kind of get over it.
Yeah.
It's almost like Skyrim. Like Skyrim was so buggy, but the game was awesome.
Yeah.
So whatever.
And it's on everything. So.
Yeah, and so you kind of get over it, and it's nice that at least it's just bugs, so they can work through that and keep making it better and better. But it's a great co-op experience. I've had a lot of fun playing and working on my friend's base and my base and all that good stuff. And it's good. It's not
so
as intense.
You said it earlier.
So addicting.
Yeah, but you think about you think about the game when you're not playing. You're like, oh man, I can't wait to get back into the game and get this new set up this new thing inside of my base.
Exactly.
And help my neighbors. All that.
And then when
stuff.
you're in, like time flies because you're doing something and it's like I'm gonna finish this quest and get off, and it's like, well, someone radios in, it's like, I need help, and it's like, well, I'll go help them, and then someone else is like, hey, we found supplies. I'm like, well, I'll go get the supplies, then I'll get off.
Very good.
And then I missed dinner.
Yeah. Oh, I never.
Sorry, honey.
But we did say number 1 was State of Decay regular edition.
Yeah, we did. So obviously, State of Decay killing it this week.
There
there it is.
All right, next up, it's our top 5 sellers on Steam. Just a heads up, this is the list we get if we condense the 3 versions of the same game that somehow made it into the top 5 in the first place spot. So I'm not sure what I just read, but I hope you understood it. Number 5, it's Dark Souls Remastered.
Wow, it's in the top on Steam as well.
Yeah.
I imagine. I think it's doing well on all 4. All 4 platforms. So it's good. It's good. Definitely check it out if you haven't played it. Apparently, they've done a really great job remastering it.
It's a tried and true series,
Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's infuriating. Number 4, it's Raft. And this game throws you and your friends, if you want to play multiplayer, into an epic oceanic adventure. Gather debris, scavenge reefs, and build your own floating home. But sharks will obviously be an issue.
Yeah.
So check that out.
They're always an issue.
Yeah.
They're just like disruptors of plans. I just want to go and swim, and I'm talking about in real life. You just want to go swim, and then people are like, oh, there's sharks in the water, and you can't go swim.
Do you know how many people die of sharks every year?
How many?
1.5.
Listen, don't tell me the odds because it doesn't matter. Just like the airplane thing, I know the odds of dying in an airplane crash. It's the fact of if my plane is crashing, it would be a terrifying experience while you're going down. So it's more the experience.
That actually makes sense. That's just the statistic,
average.
right? It's an average. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's missing a leg. I don't know. Anyway.
Number 3, it's Agony, which is a first-person survival horror set in hell. What a great setting.
We saw a lot of people playing this on Mixer today, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw a lot of people streaming it this morning. It was pretty interesting to watch. Definitely looks like a fun little romp for the whole family.
Yeah, absolutely.
JK.
Get your little brothers and sisters playing the game. Mom will approve because it looks like a fun little jaunt. Is that a word, jaunt? I don't know.
John's the correct word. But seriously, very, very dark, very spooky. But a lot of people are playing it, so I'd be curious to see what people think of the game now that they've gotten some hours into it.
Nice.
In at number 2, we have Moonlighter, which is an action RPG with roguelike elements that demonstrates 2 sides of Will, an adventurous shopkeeper that secretly dreams of being a hero.
Ooh.
So what this is, if you haven't played the same thing, you're like managing inventory of a shopkeep, but you're also doing like RPG things. There's combat, there's other things. It's super popular right now. I'm seeing a lot of people on my Steam friends list playing it.
Nice. I love it. I love when games try something new, and this is maybe not necessarily something completely new, but I think the combination of several elements is nice.
It's getting rave review, or at least Steam reviews are pretty positive overall,
Nice.
and it is early, but also the art design is top notch. It's really cool, really pretty.
All right, and number 1 for the top sellers on Steam is Bless Online. Ooh. The collector's edition technically got 2nd place. That the deluxe edition technically got 5th place. So apparently people are really into this game. Sorry, what did I?
So the collector's edition got second, and the deluxe edition got fifth.
So combined.
So first, second, and fifth.
Oh, first, second, and fifth. Ooh, nice.
We want to get, you don't want to do it all.
Less online. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. There you go. MMO, what else is new? People go crazy when new MMOs come out.
Now, you don't have to do it now, but if you go on Google and search up Cody Rhodes, who is a wrestler, this guy looks exactly like Cody Rhodes. I'm just saying. That's for any WWE fans. But yes, again, MMO, that was an aside, I apologize. MMO, these do well on the PC,
Always.
and I think they're still trying to get a footing on console, but
they're getting there. I think more and more people are playing them. Final
tough.
Fantasy, I think, has a good community, but beyond that, there's not a ton of big games.
It's tough with a controller, right?
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Now,
anyway,
before we get into our last few lists, we want to know from you all what you guys think next week's top 5 list should cover. All right, we have top 5 arcade shooters,
top 5 nostalgic games, most nostalgic games,
and top 5 unique controllers.
Interesting. These are good lists. I like this. Now I'm happy with any of these. What?
Oh, okay. You influenced the vote, but you took it back by saying you're interested in any of them.
Any of these, because those are all new lists.
Those are all new lists. We got rid of Wacky Sports Game and the other one.
The other one you guys clearly didn't want us to do. Anyway, last week you guys voted for this week's top 5, and you picked the top 5 games that take place in the past, which is a lot of games.
That's right, and we put this together today. Number 5, it's L.A. Noire.
Oh, baby.
This made the list.
It made the list.
Yes, I was fighting hard for this game. Honestly, L.A. Noire is one of my... I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite games. Let me not be sort of hyperbolic, but it's a great game. It's made by Team Bondi in conjunction with Rockstar Games. And I think the thing that really was awesome about this game is it is a detective game, but unlike other games, they use full motion facial capture, where you could literally tell whether or not the person was lying.
When it came out, it was the first one to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and we've said it many times on the show that it was very obvious when they were lying. Like the faces that they made were very telling.
Yeah.
But the technology was cool. And so this game obviously took place back in the 1930s,
40s, 30s,
Okay.
30s and 40s, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And,
I think it depends.
Dealt with the
Before World War II.
husband who was...
No, it's after World War II. It's late 40s.
Late 40s.
Sorry,
Okay,
I'm like in my own head. Yeah, my bad.
Got it.
Anyway, yeah, it follows, it has like
Phelps.
a great cast. Yeah, not Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
Is it Colin Phelps? Something
know,
Phelps.
something.
Anyway,
Cole.
Cole Phelps. There you go.
Yes.
He was from Mad Men too, actually.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool to have him on there. They had a great cast when it came out.
Absolutely.
A lot of grade A talent, and like you said, the full motion capture really made that game revolutionary. And it was such a good game. And I was so excited. I beat it in a weekend. I beat it. I skipped class. I was in college. Skipped
you
class
told
and
me
beat it in
that,
like 2 days.
Oh my God.
And
Same story, y'all.
loved it. And the unfortunate part was like literally within like a week of it coming out, they closed the studio.
That's what happens. Video games are very expensive, so it's unfortunate. But if you get a chance, I believe it's available on the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. So you definitely can pick it up if you haven't.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Red Dead Redemption.
Another great title.
Western cowboy shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
Is that what you would call it?
Yeah, I think that's actually what the definition is. I think that's what it says on the Steam page. Yeah. Great title. Actually, it's not. Is it on PC? I don't think it is.
Oh,
great.
that was the big thing because they haven't even announced the Red Dead Redemption 2 for PC.
Yeah, same story.
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting to see if it comes out. I hope it does for their sake because they're great games. Red Dead Redemption 1, unbelievable storyline, great characters. The ending, so good, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but better than the ending, and I bring it up all the time, is when you ride into Mexico for the very first time in the middle of the map or in the middle of the game. Unbelievably scripted gameplay where you it's open world, but all these things happen at the same time, and the music that's playing is Jose Gonzalez. It's so good.
Gonna make Ethan cry right now.
I love that game. I think it's great, and I cannot wait for 2. It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm excited. Number 3, it's Assassin's Creed. Really any of them, because I mean the whole premise of this game is going into the past and playing as your
assassin.
Is it a relative?
Yeah,
Like
usually.
Okay.
In the early ones, later it's like DNA. You can infiltrate other people, but usually it's a relative.
I miss Kristen Bell's character, Lucy.
Oh, she's only in the first one, right? Or the
I
first
think
2?
She's in the second one, yeah.
She's in the first 2?
Second one's
Yeah.
my favorite, by the way.
Second one is the best, storyline-wise.
Ooh,
I think
nice.
storyline-wise, Assassin's Creed 2 is still the best.
But Black
Brotherhood
Flag
was
is
like...
pretty good too.
What?
Black Flag. Oh, God. People love Black Flag.
I know, and they're making a new... The people that worked on the sea battles just for that are making a new game.
Yeah,
that
which
comes
got
out-
delayed.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
I'm
bummer.
sorry.
That's a bummer. It's going to be great, another pirate game. I do want to take a special moment to call out Assassin's Creed Origins, the new one, because they have the Discovery mode. And if you don't know what that is, you play as a student, and you're actually in ancient Egypt, and you go on it's like 7 hours, I think the whole thing is pretty long. But you can go explore, from a historical standpoint, Egypt, and you can learn about the pyramids, and you can learn about different royalty and all these things that they did, like how they made certain resources and how they farmed, like all this really cool stuff. Purely educational.
No, I love that.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's an amazing idea, and I hope people actually check it out because it's honestly super interesting.
Yeah.
Would recommend.
I might have to check it out when I go home. All right, after my nap. Oh, I don't have my console. Number 2, it's Age of Empires.
Oh yeah, classic RTS.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we had Jen, who was a CM on the show a while back, and they have I believe they still do their show right every Wednesday,
every Thursday at 10 a.m.
Pacific.
Right.
So check it out if you really want to learn more about Age of Empires. It's a great game and it's a throwback. And that show, what is it called? The H-Cast? What is it?
Age of Empires show. Does it have a name? Yeah.
Age of Empires show. Check it out. It's a really cool thing to check out if you want to get into that.
Yeah, and I see Nick's in there. Yeah, Age 2 is definitely. That'd be if I had to pick one Age of Empires, Age 2. Age 2. That's where we're going there. In my opinion.
And chat is guessing that number 1. MLG Bleach is guessing number 1 is Far Cry Primal. Good guess. However, turns out number 1 for top games that take place in the past is Battlefield.
Yeah, I mean seriously, obviously Battlefield 1 is the most recent that people can remember, and it's a great game. Unbelievable World War I mechanics. What you were calling the war stories, unbelievable experience. The audio, the visuals, really, really great job in the game. But we forget Battlefield's been around for a long time. Yeah. 1942 came out. Oh, I don't even remember when that game came out. A very long time ago.
16-year anniversary of Battlefield. So 16 years ago, which is 2002. That means.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah. And when that game came out, it was all we played, man. It was all we played, and 1942 just took the cake. It was just such a great experience.
It's great
to fight in World War II in that there was nothing like it back then.
Nothing like it. And they're going back, obviously, for Battlefield 5. Yeah. And just what they're going to be able to do, again, we talked about this a bit earlier, but what they're going to be able to do with all the extra horsepower in these consoles and on PC is going to be, I just cannot wait for that game. It's going to be so fantastic.
I'm really looking forward to it, too. I hope it's great. But obviously, this wouldn't be a tips and tricks list if we didn't have an honorable mention. And of course, it wouldn't be a tips and tricks show if the honorable mention wasn't Oregon Trail.
So,
so there you go. Oregon Trail is our honorable mention. Great game.
Fantastic game.
Yeah.
It really taught me all about getting in a horse and buggy and traveling across the country.
And then dying of dysentery.
Yeah. And I don't want to do that one, but hopefully one day I'll travel across the country.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Maybe not in a wagon. Let's do it!
Tips and tricks on the road.
Oh, that would be sick. Let's just rent an RV and go.
Let's do this.
The problem is we actually have work we got to do that's not this show.
Pay for that.
Okay.
Maybe let's just take a break.
We'll talk to them. Yeah, we'll take a vacation.
All right, so poll results are in. Tabs, what are we covering next week?
Top 5 most nostalgic games.
Ooh, the top 5 most nostalgic. That's tough because nostalgia is relative. We're gonna have to be really considerate. Oh my God, we're gonna have to be considerate when we think about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
This show's over?
This show's already over.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, it's not. This show's over, but you guys have another hour with us, unfortunately.
That's unfortunately for you all.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for stopping by and visiting us. Of course, we mentioned this before, but you all have been supporting us greatly, and we really appreciate it. If this is your first time stopping by, yeah, absolutely. Be sure to hit the follow button. It's right above my head, and it's free and lets you know when we go live. So why not do it?
Yeah, absolutely. And be sure to check out our next episode of Tips and Tricks next and every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
All right, last show before E3.
Yes.
Sorry, I mentioned it again, but
next week. Last show before E3, you guys, so stay tuned. And of course, catch out our sister show, This Week in Esports, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific for all your esports needs. Special thanks to Very Very Spaceship, their unbelievable voice, and Mystique for coming on the show, even though she was super nervous.
I really like this show. Boom.
It was a good episode.
Do you remember our Tips and Tricks handshake that we haven't done in a long time? No, you don't. It's fine. Come on, you got it.
It's up.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good enough. That's good.
I thought for whatever reason there's more to it than that.
No, but if you all see us at E3, be sure to do that, and we'll know that you're die hard. Yeah, honestly, if you see me at E3, it makes me feel good if you say hi. I need friends.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I just want to end on a dark note. Anyway, like we mentioned earlier, we're going over to Mixer LFG, but the fun thing for you is that you don't even have to move. We're going to be playing Sea of Thieves, The Hungering Deep, so stick around, grab some popcorn, because we're coming right back.
We'll see you
next
soon.
time.
Mwah.
Bye.